Have you ever wondered why your high energy reactive dog still acts like an absolute maniac, even after endless games of fetch with them to try and tire them out? Well, it's because that's actually making it worse, not better. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why fetch is backfiring and my 5 favourite at-home exercises that have finally helped even my own German Shepherd settle in our small space of a motorhome. Before I show you the 5 exercises, I just need to explain why fetch backfires. When you throw a ball with no rules, your dog's just having fun, which is great, but it's a very specific kind of fun. It's high energy, arousal, locked in, go, 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 go kind of fun. And for a high energy reactive dog, that doesn't really create calm. It just creates an obsession. And you recognise it, because after you've done a few to 1,000 throws, you'll start to see them demanding more and more, barking, whining, just staring you down. Because you've basically just taught them, get amped, and I'll throw it more for you. And it just makes them fit. So then next week you have to throw it even more. So instead of trying to constantly entertain your dog, you want to actually drain their energy in ways that build calm and self-control. And that's what my 5 at-home exercises are going to do. And one more thing before I start with them. See, just tiring your dog out is only half the job. You also have to teach them to have an off switch. So if you stick around to the end, I'm going to show you a really, really simple settling exercise that you can do that gets your dog to switch off once you've already mentally tired them out. So let's start with the easiest win, using your dog's nose with a simple game of hide and seek, which slowly gets harder. This taps into their instincts and leaves them mentally satisfied, which is what most reactive dogs actually really, truly need. And to make this easier, I'm going to give you 3 levels, beginner, intermediate, and advanced, so you can start today and scale it up as your dog gets better. So let's go, let me show you how to do it. So the beginner version of hide and seek is simple. We get your dog's favourite toy, or treat, or even human, okay? And we go and hide them just out of sight. Wait, and place the toy down. I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to release him. Okay, go find it. Yeah, good boy. Now, if it was a toy, then you can come and have a play with them. If it was a treat, they've won already, they've found the treat. And if it was a human, they can celebrate with them around the corner. Now, when this is easy, so you want to do this 5 or 10 times on the trot as a little training session, and then you can try and progress. So the way you make it slightly harder, but still beginner friendly, is something what we call dummy drops. So all this is this, sit. So what I do is I go and pretend to drop it down here. So I'm going to pretend to drop it down, and then I'm going to come over here and pretend to drop it down, and then I'm going to go a bit further out of sight over here for longer. Cheeky. Go back. Sit. And now I'm going to release him. Okay. And it just makes him have to think a little bit harder, work a little bit harder and a bit smarter, and go and find the toy. Still have it out in the open, don't have it hidden too hard, but just do those pretend dummy drops. Now, if it's a person, can't do it if the person's hiding. But other than that, toy or treat, you can do. So when your dog's happy with that, yeah, you are, aren't you, buddy? Then we can move on to the intermediate stage. All the rules are the same, apart from I'm going to hide it somewhere harder now. So like either under a blanket or maybe under some shoes or something, just somewhere a little bit trickier. Wait. Okay, go find it. So now he's got to go and find it, and I put it under the bag as you just saw. And now this is where they really start using their nose. If they struggle, that's okay. Let them spend a bit longer. If they come back to you to look, that's them saying, help me, then you can go and help them and kind of guide them in the right direction. So like that, he's come to ask for help. So Neil, yeah, good boy. Well done, buddy. Well done, yeah. Good job. And that's what you want. Again, 5 or 10 repetitions. And as you can see, it takes a little bit longer than the beginner stage. But that's okay. This is the part that's going to get their brain working hard, but also quite calmly. Because when they're searching and using their nose, generally that's a calmer dog. When they're searching using their eyes, generally that's a more erratic dog. Finally, onto the advanced stage. So now all we're going to do, same rules again apply, is we're going to hide the toy or the treat with a cupboard, maybe slightly ajar, basically a step up from what you just saw, like under the bag or under a blanket or so on, okay? We want it to be harder. We want the dog to be able to find the scent, but actually access the toy maybe. So I'm going to show you now. Wait. Okay. So I've put it inside the cupboard as you just saw. He's searching. Let's go and join him. Can you find it? Go find it. So as we all know, it's in there. Where is it? Now he's really air scenting. And what this will be doing is, oh, there we go, he's on it. Yes, I'll get it, good boy. He actually kind of got it there, obviously, but normally I would have that a little bit more short. I wanted it a little bit more open so you guys could see, and also he could have a good shout at getting it. Good boy, come on then. Yeah, well done. So that is it for the advanced section. You can see it's harder and harder and harder for them to get. This, one more time, really, really mentally tires them out. They have a great time and they use their sense of smell. By the way, guys, just so you know, if you want more training like this, broken down even more, step by step, how to tire out your high energy dog, including all of the other bits that you want, which will be pulling on the lead, stopping the barking, having them under control on a walk, how to actually pass dogs, stopping barking in the house, even separation anxiety, recall, and so much more, click the link down below and you can work with me. Okay, good boy. So next up is free shaping, and it's one of the fastest ways to tire out your dog because it really gets their brains working. Set up the environment so that your dog can actually win. So start in a quiet place, remove distractions, and have some high value treats ready. The beginner version of free shaping, something really simple. So I'm going to get Neil to learn to touch my hand without any proper cue. I'm using treats now instead of a toy like I normally use because this, we really want a calmer brain. And Neil gets really excited for that toy, so he finds it harder to calm down. So you want to find something suitable for your dog that they still really love and enjoy, but they're not wired by. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have the food here at my way, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to place my hand down and wait. Yes! Now, they might not do it that fast, okay? Neil's interested in my hand. What you can do to cheat the system a little bit is you can put a bit of the smelly food, if you're using food, on your hand, and then just hold it there and wait. I'm going to wait again. See what he does. Now, this is all about your dog figuring out what you want. If they look like they're not, yes, as I was about to say, if they look like they're not trying to do anything, you can encourage them. Now, this is technically me breaking the rule of free shaping, but to get them started. So Neil, come. So to get them started, if, for example, then like Neil did, they just wander off, you can call them back over. And also you can guide them just a little bit. You'd be like, what's that there? What's that? What's that? And then wait. Just to show them what you want them to be interested in. So he's trying now, he's putting his nose near, but he's not touching it. I want him to touch it. And this is them working their brains hard to go, what does dad want? Yes! That's it, that's the first stage. Pick something really simple like that. And when they've got it, and you can present your hand and they understand what you want and they do it straight away, you're ready to move on to the intermediate stage. Intermediate stage for free shaping. Before we used our hand, nice and simple, now we're gonna use an item. So I'm gonna put this on the floor. Now Neil can show some interest in it and that's great. I want him to learn to put his paws on it. Now with free shaping, again, they're supposed to do it all themselves. However, I like to break the rules of free shaping a little bit, like I said before, by guiding them a tiny bit, just because quite often you'll put it down on the floor or you'll want them to do something. And of course, if there's no guidance at all to get them started, you could just be stood there for 10 minutes with your dog just sat there looking at you. So I'm gonna guide him a little bit. Yes! So I marked that because he put his paw on it / over it. So I'm gonna go again. I'm going to wait, give it a few seconds, see if he has any idea what I'm after. I'm going to guide him a little bit again. This isn't exactly free shaping because we're adding a bit of guidance. I think it's better than free shaping specifically on its own. What's that? Yes! Good, now I have a full paw on there. Good boy. I'm going to pick it back up again. This helps just reset it. And as you can see, his brain is working. What do you want me to do? And this is the whole point. So if you picked this when you can have the dog on the pillow consistently, once you put the pillow down, then you're ready to move on to the advanced section. Here's where I'll put both behaviors together. However many behaviors you've taught doing this, you can put them all together if you want. So I'm going to put the pillow down on the floor, and I'm also going to present my hand and see which one he does. Yes! Good. So he picked the hand. So now I'm going to guide him to the pillow a little bit. What's this, baby? Good boy. Yes! I'll take a lie down. Offer the hand. Yes! And so you can alternate between the two. You could put the pillow slightly further away. You could put your hand a bit further away over here, and you can just start playing with it. And then they start going, which one should I go to and which one do you want? Next up is engagement games. This is going to teach your dog one crucial habit. Check in with you instead of anything but you in the rest of the environment. And when they do, they get rewarded. So let's get into it in the beginner section. Here's the beginner stage. Have your dog on a lead and collar. Have something that they really want. We're going to have some chicken for Neil. And we're going to throw it just out of reach. So I'm just going to throw the treat. Now, he knows not to wait, so I'm going to release him. Okay, go on then. And I'm going to go, Neil. Yes! And move back and give a bit of food, okay? If he hadn't responded, so I'm going to show you that now because I want to call a different name. Okay, Tom. He responded to Tom. Hilarious. Okay, Tom. Bring him in. Pick the chicken up. Reset. He already sat for me. Beautiful. If you hadn't, you can put him in the sit. Throw it again. Okay. Okay, go on then. Kneel. Yes! Move away a little bit. Bit of food comes from you. This is all you want to do. Keep it really, really simple. And when your dog's got that, like this, kneel. Okay, go on then. Kneel. Yes! When they're doing that before they hit the end of the lead, then you're definitely ready to go on to the intermediate stage. I'll see you there. The intermediate stage adds 2 new rules. The first one is we can have distractions. Neil adores this toy, so I'm going to throw that over there. The second rule is that when I call him, I'm also kind of going to guide him into a rough heel position. This does not have to be perfect. When he gets to the heel position, I'm going to say yes and give that treat. So now we're starting to build not only disengage from something you really want, as you can see he really wants it, but also come to me and into a bit of a heel position. Win, win, win all around. Okay, kneel. Yes! And he gets a bit of treat. Come here then, baby. You're going in between my legs. Okay, okay, go on then. Yes, go on. Kneel. Into heel, see? Into right here, hand here. Don't put your hand over there because then it'll be out of heel. Right here. Yes! And give a bit of food. Good boy. And you're going to want to do this around 5 or 10 times on the trot as a little training session. You can do more and just have a bit of fun with it. Remember, if your dog ignores, just pull them in calmly. Don't tell them off they're not in trouble. Just bring them in gently. That's it. When you can do that and you're happy with that, I'll see you on the advanced stage. The advanced stage looks like this. Same rules as before, but we're going to get them into heel. Then we're going to walk past the item while still in heel. And then we're going to get them to sit. And we're going to get eye contact. I'm going to show you how we do all that in real time. So I'm going to throw this toy. I'm going to say, okay, baby. Go on then. You get it. Yes, okay. Kneel. Guard in heel. Come past the thing. And then sit. And then bring it up to your eyes like this. Yes! When they look and give a treat. So now this is, come on, leave it here. Leave the thing you want. Come back to me, come into heel, then listen to a sit. Yeah, good boy. And then eye contact. And how you'd progress this is having more toys. You can start doing this outside in big open field with no dogs around. And what you can also do is have them looking in your eyes for longer. Yes! Before you pay and treat. And that is the advanced stage. Quick reminder again, if you have a high energy dog, or even if you don't, and your dog is reactive and you want to work through it step by step, not only just knowing how to tie them out with cool, fun games like this where you can have engagement and play with them, but also how to actually do the real hard stuff, stopping the reaction, stopping the build-up, having them walk at heel nicely outside without having to bribe with treats, having everything that you want, recall them, paying attention to you outside, just walking past that dog calmly. And you want to start from scratch and build all the way up, go down in the description, you can click on work with me and I'll see you there. Teaching a new trick. Now, a lot of people just write this one off as like a just for fun, but honestly, this is one of the fastest ways to take the edge off a reactive dog because teaching new tricks makes your dog's brain work hard. They have to pay attention to you, follow structure, and usually slow down to actually be able to take in the information, and that is absolutely mentally exhausting. So let's get into it. A great beginner trick is legs. This is how it should look. Kneel, legs. Yes! Give it a chicken. Oh, there you go. Good boy. So here's how you get it. Food luring. Get some high value food that your dog really likes. Have it in your hand just so they can't quite reach it. Put it by the nose and slowly guide them into position. So kneel. Don't say legs or anything yet. Guide them to here. Once you've got them to there, yes, I know this is a very weird position, yes, and give them a bit of food. Do that a handful of times. Once you're happy with that, kneel. Yeah. Guide them to there and then swap hands and bring them through. Yes, and treat. And that is basically it. Do that over and over again until they start getting used to following the pattern. Good boy. And then when they do follow the pattern all the time and they don't divert off and go into another position, then you can start saying legs at the same time as you start the motion. And that's how they learn the command too. A great intermediate trick is vamoose. Well, we call it vamoose. That's a made up word. It's basically figure of 8 around your legs. And it should look like this. So first, if you've already learnt legs, helps. Kneel, legs. Vamoose. Yes. So here's how we get it. Same thing as before, food luring. So lure them around to here. Yeah, I know. Then follow it around to here. Now, some dogs lose interest, so you might have to break it down by saying yes, yes, a bit earlier in the process. So you might guide around the once. Neil, come. Good boy. You might guide around to here. And they can do that with legs. So then you go just, here you go, say to there and say yes and treat. And you could break it down a little bit more like that. And once you've got them all the way back through, treat. And then all you do is when your dog's doing it smoothly and quickly, as quick as you can do it with your hands, that's when you can start saying the command, whatever word you want to use, just before you start the process. And then over time, they hear the command, they link it together, and they do it all for you. The advanced trick is simple. I like to use a round. It has a multitude of benefits. So this is how it should look. Neil, around. Yes! You got almost distracted by a tennis ball underneath there then. So that's how it should look. Now here's how you get it. Neil, come. Same as the other ones. Food luring. So don't say a command yet. Guide them. Here too. Okay. And just guide them all the way around. Keep it simple. Doesn't have to be something flashy. So I've got a bit. Yes, and treat. Okay? So that's how it'd start. And just do that over and over again. About 10 or so repetitions per training session. Leave it there. Then here's how you progress it. You go, Neil, here you go. Okay? So you go here. Now before, you see how I've guided, I've stuck my hand to his nose the whole way around? I'm going to do it a bit quicker. So you see now he has to follow the hand rather than be stuck to it like glue. Then from there, Neil, come. What we do is you flick your hand and then bring it around the other side. So like this. There you go. Okay. Then bring it around there like that. Okay? Yes. Then they get to start joining the dots. They stop following the hand, go around and pick up where the hand was. When you're happy with that, then you can start doing it from just slightly further. So you go, okay, and then go and put it there. Now, if you do it too soon, this happens, okay? So I've got to go again. Come here. Okay, on. There we go. And then you see how I've moved further away. So he has to go around and come further back to get the treat. So you're just building up the distance. When they're happy doing that every time, that's when I would start saying around or any word you use just before you start the whole process. And then the final piece of the puzzle is this, and this is how it works to really, really tire them out. So now I have Neil's favorite toy again, and the bin is just over there in the middle of the kitchen. So I'm going to send him around so he has to go away from what he wants to be able to get it. And that is impulse control, and that is really, really hard for a dog. So leave it around. Yes! Good boy. Now what you can do to really increase this is have a couple of rounds on the trot, and this can really get them going. Now, if it winds them up too much, again, calm it down, just do one around. But if you can do 2 or 3 before they get the toy, that's really hard. Because like, I've done it, come on, can I have it? And they'll do it once more for me. And that teaches them to control their impulses, listen to you again to get what they want. Good boy, baby. So, place training. I've saved the best till last, really. Now, place work is teaching your dog to go to a specific spot and stay there until released. And it's one of the best things you can do for a reactive dog because it builds up impulse control and teaches them how to stay calm even when they want to move. And even though it looks like they're not actually really doing anything, your dog is practicing a really, really hard skill, self-control. And that's actually what tires them out mentally. And then to make it real world reliable, we're going to train it using the 3 Ds. Duration, how long they stay. Distance, how far you can move and how far you can send them to it from. And then distractions, what they can ignore when they're there. So let me show you in the right order on how to train them. Beginner stage of place. This is all just about teaching your dog what place is, how to get on there, all the rules, and then adding just some duration, the first D. So let me show you. So we're going to do the same thing as usual. We're going to lure them on. I'm going to use this rug here. Sit, down, yes, and a bit of food. And you're going to keep doing this, Neil, okay, over and over again, until you can guide them on, yeah, down, and it's nice and easy. Yes, and a bit of food. When you're happy with that, then all you next aim to do is to be able to move around a little bit. So I want to just have hold of the lead still, but just move a little bit, and they not move off there. If they go to, all you're going to do is go at or no, have a little pop on the lead, and then guide them back into place, okay? Well, it would look like this. At, that's it. Take them back over. Come on. That's it. Back we go. Down. Yes. And a little treat. And you're just aiming to move a little bit. Now, when this is all getting quite easy and your dog isn't trying to move away while you're just randomly walking around your living room, That's the time that I'd start saying place. And here's where we say it. Neil, okay. They're only allowed off when you release them, remember. So then I'd start saying it now. I'd guide them on, down, place, food, okay? Then what I'd do is I'd move away a little bit, and then you're gonna go back and say it again. Place. Building this time up. You wanna build this up to about 30 seconds to a minute that you can wait, either stationary or moving a little bit. Okay. Now, when that's easy and your dog's waiting there until told otherwise, under those conditions, then you're ready to move on to intermediate. Good boy. Intermediate stage has two changes. One, I'm going to start saying place a bit earlier before I guide them onto place. And I'm also going to start walking a bit further away. So the first part, the beginner, was duration. Now this part is distance. That's distance to the place bed and distance that I move away from it. So what you do is you'd have some food in your hand and you'd go place and then guide them on. Down. Good place. Then you can drop the lead and you can move further away. Don't go out of sight yet, but start going further. When you first start going further distance, don't have duration too. You'd go back, place, give some food, good boy. When this gets easy, you can then have duration and distance, meaning you can start going further away and adding in the time. So if I now waited here, which I won't do for like 30 seconds to a minute, then we're building both together, both Ds, duration and distance. Okay. And they're only allowed off again with that release command. When that's easy, we can finally go on to the advanced stage. The advanced stage. Once you've done the intermediate stage long enough, you should be able to start sending your dog to place without the lead. Quickly, how you do this is you'd start dropping the lead as they're on the way to place. As they continually go there with you not holding the lead, you can just unclip the lead and do the whole thing like that. So now we add distractions. Neil loves this toy, so here's what we're going to do. Neil, place, down. Okay, so now he's on place and the toy is close. Now I'm going to drop the toy. If your dog, or you can do this with a treat, if your dog goes for it, what you need to do is go back a stage, put the lead back on so you can stop them going for it. And then when they learn that impulse control, you can come back to this stage like this without a lead on. So I'm not going to say leave it. I'm not going to say stay. I'm just going to throw the toy. And I want him to wait. And now it's really, really close to that corner. You might not be able to see it, so I'm going to move it to the same position it was in on this corner. It was here. Just like that. See how desperate he is, but he's staying on place. Now I'm going to say yes in a second to reward him, but he's still not allowed off the bed until I say so. Yes! Okay. Yeah, good boy, okay? So now we're adding distractions. You can have people with this, you can have the tennis ball that you've thrown, it doesn't matter. Anything that you know will distract your dog. Start with easy distractions and then slowly build it up. Once you can do this now, you've got duration, you've got distance you can move away from, and you've got distractions that they learn to stay away from too. And this builds up incredible, incredible impulse control for your dog. And the reason why we use a place bed, the reason why you want to use something different from the rest of the floor is it gives them a simple parameter, a simple boundary that they know they have to stay on when you've told them to go there until you tell them to be released. And before you know it, you'll have a dog with impeccable impulse control that can learn to hold it together. One more quick reminder, guys, if you want to work with me, the link is down below in the description. Yeah! Now, once your place is really solid, you can use it for the final piece of the puzzle, teaching your dog to actually switch off. And the best part is, well, it's easy. It's not about doing more, it's actually about consistently doing less. Let me show you how it works. So here's the setup that you want for settle. Mentally tire out your dog first with any of the options I've given you. So here's what we do. Kneel, place, down. Okay, and you're going to come down with them, or you can sit on your sofa, which I'll do that now. And here's your aim. Slow, gentle fuss. Now you see this? I don't want this because this is adorable. He's rolling around on his back. But I don't want this. I want settling. So no, no. Talk really, really slowly. And full body length strokes if you can. If not, just gentle, shorter ones. Just don't make them big, fast fusses. Talk slower than you normally do. And at first, this takes a while. Dedicate 5 or 10 minutes. If they go to move, calmly bring them back. They're not in trouble, just bring them back over, get them to lie back down. And over time, though, they'll start to learn that when we do this, this is their time to relax, especially if you've mentally tied them out, which you need to do first. And then, when you feel them start to relax, That is when you do one change. You still talk slowly, you still fuss slowly, but you enunciate one word. Settle, slightly more enunciated. And that is it. And over time, they learn that they hear that cue and they settle. Because you haven't started saying it too soon. You've waited until they're already calm, until they're already doing it. And that's how dogs pair things. So now you know how to mentally tire your dog out and how to start getting them to settle. And just relax and take your time with this, and they'll get it. So a mentally tired dog who can settle is amazing, right? But if they still don't listen to your commands, then, well, you just have a dog that's calmer and still ignoring you. So watch this next video where I show you how to get your dog to finally listen to you. Because once they're actually calm and they're responding to your commands, everything falls into place.